Hey guys, it's Postbox Pat. Welcome back to a brand new map change video, and in today's map change video I'm going to be showing you guys all of the map changes regarding the 6th stage of the water lowering. So first off, we're coming in at the shark, and you can see the shark is now able to be played at. Basically, you can land here. Unfortunately, there's no helicopter here. I can confirm that because I've landed here myself. But you can actually loot up all of the chests and all of the stuff that is available to be collected in this section. So there isn't that much really. A few chests and a few ammo boxes. There are still maybe about 1 or 2 more weeks left until you can actually get right down to the basement of the shark. But it's worth it, guys. It's worth landing in here now because obviously you can loot the shark. You can also loot the little location over there with our little friends. And you can even loot Lighthouse and all that. So it's quite a good spot now if you want to come this way. I'd recommend it anyway. If you're on a boat or a helicopter, come by, stop by. You get a bunch of loot and a bunch of mats as well, so it's quite a peaceful area to land. Unfortunately, Sky's not there anymore, but it's a good little spot. Also guys, if you're not already subscribed, roughly 80% of you guys that watches the map change series aren't subscribed, and we produce daily map change content when a map change does happen. So if you want to keep up to date with all the map changes that are happening in Fortnite, this is your #1 source, so make sure you guys smash that subscribe and notification bell, and hopefully we can hit to 550,000 subscribers. Thank you everybody considering to do that. Okay, next we're talking about Atlantis. So we have this big whirlpool right here. This is obviously going to turn into the Atlantis POI. We all know that. We've seen it on the map and everything. So my prediction is that this whirlpool is actually going to suck itself in and actually reveal stuff down here. If we actually head down here, we can actually see that we have the fish stick army people obviously over here, which are actually under the water. So the Coral Chorus army, fish stick people are here, which I think is really crazy because this is actually going to be part of the POI for Atlantis. Now my prediction for this is it's actually going to be the entire area underneath here. So this is all going to be Atlantis. You can see roughly where you're going to be able to walk up and down from Atlantis. These hills are going to be hard to get out. And all these big tall hills here with the water flowing down, I think this is going to be a waterfall. A little bit like what happened during the very end of the event, which we experienced with the huge water storm. I think that's what it'll be like in here, but there'll be water above you as well, kind of like an animation. I don't know, it'll be just cool. I just generally think that you're going to be underwater and it's going to be like waterfall edges around it, or it's going to be open air and you're just going to be kind of like in a ditch of like all Atlantis around you. That's what I'm thinking anyway with that POI. Should get added in very soon. In today's video, we're going to aim for 15,000 likes. If you're excited to drive cars in the next few weeks, let me know and smash that like. Let's try and hit 15k. Next, moving on to Sweaty Sands. I know a few of you have been absolutely obsessed with this POI just like me, because what we've been looking into is obviously not much has happened here other than the water is lowered on the coast. But there's this one building, this huge change where Noms and Tacos is, that has changed. So as you guys know, every single week for the last 5 weeks, we've been covering this float right here, and I've been saying this float itself has been completely glitched, and this bridge for some reason was connected down here. But finally guys, Tacos and Noms has returned inside of Sweaty Sands. You can come in here, land here, and obviously check it out when you're passing by. Really awesome to see that it's officially here now. You can now visit Tacos and Noms inside of Sweaty Sands. So cool change. I've been waiting for that one for so long. I'm so happy about that. We've been watching it every single week. Okay, next little change over here. This is obviously this building here. It still has been the same since the start of the season. It's had one little change at the start of the season, but obviously the forklift truck is slowly starting to move these boxes around, and this one here might eventually move its box in. Other than that, there's no other changes at Sweaty Sands. That is everything in this POI. So continuing on around this side of the map, you can see that more areas are starting to be revealed. You can see that happening everywhere. Obviously there isn't really too much to point out over here just yet, but if we continue going through, I'll show you guys some other things which have happened. So really cool stuff. This area is now full land. You can see none of the trash sites are here anymore. As we mentioned in the last video, the trash site has officially been removed from over there, so that's not there anymore, and everything is kind of gone completely. So pretty cool stuff. Logjam is now returned. You can see the OG Logjam is here. You can come and visit here, and it's not actually that messy. You can see most of the stuff on the exterior is still the same apart from the cars have been removed. Obviously it won't render in, that's because it hasn't had an official update to apply that render. Here are the old pools. I know you guys always comment this, and I'll probably see someone commenting it, but I don't always mention these because these are only a replay glitch. This is where the water used to be, and now obviously it's all the way down here. So how crazy is that, guys? Pretty crazy. Don't forget to go and support me further in the item shop with code PostboxPat. Here are a bunch of people popping up on screen right now. Shout outs to you guys supporting me. Thank you everyone doing that. Much love and respect. If you want to help the channel out further, this is the best way So thank you everybody doing that. Okay, in this section of the map, we can see that obviously Slurpy Swamp has returned as well. This is a trashed up place though. There are slurp barrels everywhere, so you can get a lot of loot around here and a lot of shield just from farming up that section right there. Look how many slurp barrels there are right there, guys. Absolutely crazy. But if we continue to go through a little bit further, you can see even around here, we have a bunch of more mess. The whole place is a complete mess, but it's nice to see it actually returning, the old functional factory. And if we go on the inside, you can see it's an absolute trash all the way through as we travel through. So definitely come and land in. You can still get slurp from this section, hopefully, so you guys should be pretty good. And yeah, I think it's a great spot to come and visit if you're on your travels, or even a great spot to land at. The reboot van is returning as well, and it is now a POI, so that's really nice. Okay, over at the rig and stuff, they still remain the same. I still miss that third part of the rig, but the biggest change over here is the boat dancing ship has now been removed. So last week we had the removal of the big ship, and now we've got the removal of the boat dancing ship. Almost every single ship has gone. There used to be a boat ship here. You guys will probably know it with like a dance floor on. It's completely vanished. I didn't really cover it too much. I wasn't a big fan of it. I just didn't really land there, to be honest. But it's mad to think that it's gone completely. Like, it just wasn't my place to land, so I didn't really cover it too much. I covered it in like the first week, but now it's gone. You guys will probably know what I'm on about though. So that is absolutely insane. Now, if we continue to go around a little bit more, you can see that more POIs are starting to appear. Our famous kind of like pipe location here is starting to pop out of the water. No sign of Pipe Man from last season though. He's completely vanished. And if we continue going along around the coast, we'll show you guys some more stuff as we continue. Okay, so on this side of the map, you can now see that the water is slowly starting to reveal some of the huts on the side over here. Obviously, this like little hut here with the little kind of like fishing dock area is almost revealed. You can see that's really cool. As we continue going through a little bit further this way, we've got some of the other things as well going on. So you can see the coastline is lowering. This area here is starting to appear as well with this rock, which is really cool. It looks like the rock people a little bit that. And then this section over here at Sweaty Sands, no, Camp Cod has fully revealed itself. So really nice. I like it. So now you can actually come and land in at Camp Cod and actually loot up some of the stuff. So Camp Cod is ready to go. And if you're ready to come over to this section, feel free, because you're going to get a bunch of loot now. Apart from, again, it is trashed up a little bit. You can see how this truck's turned over. A bunch of the structures are a little bit messed. But all the chests are back, you can see. And obviously that's a great spot to come and land in. And yeah, I think these may have something to do with the storyline. They may even meet up at one point, but that's my prediction on them. Okay, so obviously you've got these whirlpools as well. These are, I've mentioned them before. That's where the water used to be, so you can get like a rough idea of how high it actually was. Look at it here. Look how high the water actually was. It's absolutely crazy how much it's dropped. And this boat's been dropping with it slowly. You can see them. All the boats down here have all been kind of pushed around and everything. So pretty crazy stuff in that section. So they're starting to reveal themselves as well. So let's continue going through, because more of the bigger changes is when we get further and deeper into the map, so we can show off more little changes. So all around here has had coastal changes. As always, we've covered these coastal changes every single week. Then obviously at the grotto section as well, the door is now almost ready to be opened. Once the water hits this level down here, I don't know if it'll go this low. We could actually see grotto open up again, which I think would be absolutely awesome. Imagine if grotto decides to open up. How cool would that be? Come on, grotto, come back. So many people want to go there again. I think a lot of people would land there. Okay, for those fans of Dirty Docks, it's kind of returned. Dirty Docks is ready to go. You can see that right here, Dirty Docks is a complete trash and a complete mess, but hopefully the docks does get cleaned up. You can see there is a lot of loot to be able to be collected around here, and there are so many little changes there and then. I think it's a really nice spot, and generally you guys should come in here, land here, and you can get a lot of loot for popping by over here, like absolute tons. A lot of the stuff has been like readjusted. Obviously you can see a lot of map changes, small and minor map changes. These are like little things with like obstacles being like, for example, this forklift truck which is upside down. Like, you just wouldn't see that usually. I think that's like really cool, so I really like that. But yeah, obviously you wouldn't really see that usually, and there's like loads of chests and stuff around here now. So if you want to come and land Dirty Docks, it is back, a great spot. It's returned, ROG Docks. Okay, obviously right here we lost No Sweat. I'm really sad about that. No Sweat storage, rip Midas's chair, rip the storyline. That's what happened right there. Then obviously this section hasn't really had any changes. Again, the mountains are starting to appear now, so you can even see roughly where the OG mountains were around here, or the little hill should I say. It's not really a mountain, but yeah, still trash though. No cleanup yet inside of here. Still random boats inside of obviously Kevolution Energy. So yeah, I'm kind of liking it. Come on, Steamy, you got to upgrade a little bit. You got to tidy up. All right, let's keep going through a little bit. You can see we have a bunch of these houses which are now able to be landed at. These have been like this for a while, but it's nice to see. And let's just check on Craggy before we head further into the middle section of the map. So Craggy has now basically been complete. There is only one bit now left underwater, and that's this little structure here and this section here. So that's really nice. You can see Craggy, great spot. If you love landing at Craggy, this is the one for you. Everything is back here. A little bit trash though, do keep that in mind. Okay, for those wondering about obviously the storyline relating to the space people, I just made a video on it last night, check it out. But the space people thing is there. And if we go into the water and go a little bit deeper, you can see that it's slowly starting. I generally think this will reveal itself on the final 8th stage. I think it'll take 8 more stages to get fully down to this level that we're at right now. So yeah, that's where I think the season might end itself, on the water level. And I think maybe next season it may even get like a drought or something. Okay, no changes over here, just simply lowering down. No changes over here, just buildings being revealed that you can now land at. I guess they are changes. So next week this will be here as well. You'll be able to land at these 2 little shacks as well. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. These huts and shacks are available for you guys soon. So hopefully you'll be able to go there. Then if we head further into the center of the map, we can have a look at some of the other stuff which we've actually missed out on. So a lot of changes at Pleasant. We know that's already happened. All the changes are finished. We've discussed them in previous videos. This boat still hasn't really moved. It's kind of just, it looks like it's moving because the water's lowering, but it's been in this place the entire time, really. I think it was a bit further back, maybe. I don't really remember exactly. I think it's just because the water's changing. We can't really tell, but I'm almost certain it's been in that place every single time. I was hoping for it to move a little bit, but no chances of it moving. Some weird structures here which may get taken somewhere. You know, sometimes these little pallets get taken somewhere to build like new shacks and stuff all over the map, so I think that's quite nice. Risky still got the same changes, no over here. Agency though has had the water stay the same, so that's interesting. For those wondering, the water has not lowered inside of the agency this week. So from what I can tell anyway, it definitely looks like this is the max height the water's going to go around here. I don't think it's lowered at all. If it has lowered, it's probably lowered by like ½ a foot or something. That little kind of like that little bit there, that's probably how much it's lowered. But to me, it kind of looks the same as it was when we started off in this section. So that's my prediction for this area over here. I generally do not think the agency has lost any water, and the trees are fully complete now, as we covered last week inside of the authority. I always call it the agency. I'm sure many of you still call it the agency as well. Salty has fully repaired. 2 tomato trucks now on the map, so we are technically beating Durburger, which is really nice. And the return of Wailing Woods. We've left this one right to the end, but yes, Wailing Woods has officially returned itself fully, basically now, kind of fully anyway, almost functional. There are a few little sections which are still underwater. If we go inside, you can see obviously the Durburger and Tomato Head statues are still covered in the water. We've still got a few other things as well that are covered in the water. And the gnomes, while we're over here, we may as well talk about the gnomes because they are fully back. We've got these gnomes here. We've also got the gnomes inside of here as well, which are almost fully revealed. So pretty scary stuff, right? You know, we've kind of gone back in time to this flashback. You're gonna have to let me know in the comments what you guys think of this, but I'm really liking it. And obviously, I kind of really think that maybe we could get the whole storyline again. I don't know. You're going to have to see if Fortnite do update that. They've got a lot of work to do if they're going to update all these little things which they've carried on a storyline last season, but kind of messed it up a little bit. I don't know if they've messed it up on their coding, or is it's actually kind of been like that on purpose, because I do have a little feeling they might have done that. That's all the map changes on the video, but before I end this video, I just wanted to show off this concept which I've used in the thumbnail for the cars. You can see here, I absolutely love this one. Shout out to Lawrence. His name is in the description, so you can go and check him out on Twitter. He's really cool. He does awesome concepts, and this concept here is potentially what the car could look like with the dummy in and stuff like that. So I'm really liking it. Obviously the crash dummy, so really good stuff and really cool things going on right there. Hopefully cars will be like this. I don't think you'll be able to destroy tires of cars like you can in this concept, but maybe you might be able to in the future. Who knows? Hope you guys have enjoyed. Smash a like, smash a subscribe, and don't forget to stick around. If you aren't already sticking around, make sure that notification bell's on, because I cover daily map changes on the channel. I'll see you guys in future content. Once again, this is Postbox Pat, signing out.